Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon. IOBA, Institute of Black Awareness. This is the Awareness Channel. My name is TC. Oh, Monday, man. Listen, I find it hard to get started on Monday. So I'm just jumping on here and I'm talking about the first shit that come to my mind. So the first shit that came to my mind was what happened today with one of my coworkers. My coworker is is a very nice young woman, 44 years old, uh, been married for 22 years, got three children, and she's married to this young brother. He's about 2 years younger than her. They got together. He was 19, she was like 21, something like that. Anyway, I know this because she told me. She talks to us every day. But anyway, fast forward 22 years later, and they about to split up because he seems to think. I think the young brother going through a midlife crisis. That's what I think, because he seems to be self-sabotaging his marriage. Now, if you know like I know, he ain't gonna find no better woman nowhere. He really isn't. But I met the guy, and he's a nice guy, but he seems to want something newer and shinier. You dig me? I think I think that's what he wants because he's very popular to her husband. He's a really big, and when I say big, I mean 400-pound super heavyweight power lifter. Very popular. Look, kind of a local celebrity. And they've been married since they were very young, and he real popular, and the white girls love him and all that. And I think it's starting to get to him a little bit. That's what it sound like, cause he ain't got no reason that I can see to be giving his woman grief like that. And his wife, she looks like a wife. She really pretty in the face, but she look like a wife. She keeps herself, always looks nice. You look up beautiful black wife in the dictionary and you'll get Nika. That's her name. That's her nickname. And from what I can see and from what I'm talking to her every day, she could be my daughter, but she a very nice wife. And guys at the high school, teachers and instructors and staff, they're always taking shots at her. So he don't know what he's got. And like I said, I mentioned she's very pretty in the face. His wife. They make a really nice couple. But he seems to want another shot at, kind of being a single guy. I mean, their kids are grown. They got one daughter home, about 17. That's it. So he coming up with all kinds of reasons to kill his marriage. But I say, man, listen. If he think he gonna find something out there better, he think he gonna set himself up better out there with some young broad he meet at the gym, he gonna be sorely mistaken. But you gotta let them do what they gonna do. You gotta let them fuck it up. Young guys, I mean, you gotta let them fuck it up. She came into work today. She wasn't even wearing a ring. First thing I picked up when I came in, my two coworkers was already in the office, and I could tell the mood was off. For our Monday morning. And Nika started talking shit right away. Something about marriage is dead or some shit she said. Then I looked at her and said, damn, Nika, why you talking like that? She said, that's the only way I could be talking this morning. And I looked at her and I'm like, well, where you goddamn ring at? She said, I don't know, I lost it. And then later on today, she told me she gave it back to him. So there's trouble in paradise. But I say to that young man, you better hold on to your wife, boy, because you're going to get out there and try to start all over again, and it's terrible. But he going to have to find out that on his own, because that ship seemed to be already on sail. Some people, some young guys seem to think that they missing something. You know what I mean? They seem like they act like they missing something. Like they missing their bachelorhood. Because he certainly is, because he got married at, what, fucking 19, 20 years old. So he didn't have no time to, get out there and chase pussy. And maybe he wants a crack at that. I hope that's not what he's trying to do, because all the pussy he get while he playing single, he gonna have to pay for in the long run. And I guess that's the lesson to be taken away. You fucking run away from your marriage because you want to go play around with a bunch of different hoes, and you think you missing something out there. You gonna pay for every bit of that pussy that you thought was free. It's gonna come out of your pocket somewhere along the line in the form of some cash. It could be child support. It could be time. It could be dinners. It could be vacations. It could be flying bitches out. It could be whatever the hell it is you doing. It's gonna cost you money, and you ain't getting no. And it's you ain't getting no bargains. And you're gonna find out also a pussy ain't gonna feel but so good. At some point, you're gonna have to think about what's really important, like your sanity. And every woman out there has a pussy. Every one of them. They come standard issue. At some point, you're gonna be like, yeah, I still like pussy, but my wife got one. So I might as well go home where I can eat and sleep and keep my money close to me and just make love to my wife. Or don't make love to your wife, whatever. Just be home. Because ain't nothing out there but fucking death and destruction, my brother, in a manner of speaking. When it comes to your finances, death and destruction. All I can say is when you get in that age group, man, take your head out of your ass. Take it because you're almost at the mountaintop. When you're older, when your baby gets about 18 and you can see light at the end of the financial tunnel, and you start thinking about how nice it would be to be single again. Now, man, all you're gonna do is split your income in half, and you're gonna be struggling again with some broad who don't care nothing about you, ain't built nothing with you, nothing. Wind up 40 years old with a 2-year old coming along the way from some broad you don't even know that good. Stay home, man. Hold on. Get your priorities in order. Or don't fucking get married in the first place. There's a thought. Don't get married in the first place. Unless you absolutely know that you can be with just one woman for the rest of your life. Unless you're in a society where you're allowed to have more than one wife. But that ain't what we're talking about here. We're talking about in Western society where you're only supposed to have one wife for the most part. But in our black community, our families are getting torn apart from all different directions, or being tugged at from all different directions. So when I see a family like theirs, I think it's a kind of a precious thing. I ain't gonna say it's a rare thing, but I think it's a precious thing, a family unit like that. So motherfucker come along with his midlife crisis and think he needs something different. That's just stupid to me. I don't see it. I don't see it. Hold on to your wife. Hold your family together. The pussy ain't gonna get no better, and it's gonna cost you a bunch of money in the long run. That's the takeaway. All right. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. TC, and I'm out. Peace.